Because if you sit up here and say, hey, as a man, I'm successful in my business, or I know how to handle business, I know how to lead, then a woman will follow you. But when you don't know how to do none of that shit, you talking about something, yeah, see, other men said you should follow me.
We're not talking about those men.
Well,
I don't care
absolutely.
what a man tells you.
I
I don't care what he tells you.
Ladies.
You can tell
Ladies.
early on if a man is not leading his own life properly.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got tonight's conversation. But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a subscribe. So, man, we got tonight's conversation here, man. And the question is this true about women picking the wrong men? This is big amongst black women. This is big amongst black women. They will sit up here. They will date a Pookie and Ray Ray. Act like they didn't see any of the signs, didn't see any of the red flags, get in a relationship with them, expecting a high value man like a Pookie and Ray Ray, then get done dirty. Then we'll sit up here and say, well, it's the man's fault. It's their fault. They do this, they do that, this, that. And it's like, yo, it's who you're picking. You can't sit over here and see a whole crowd of good men, but then you see a dude who's not even a good man, but because he has a great appearance, you skip over all the average men and go to him, even though he's over here in the bad corner. But yet, you know what? Hey, well, you know what? Maybe he's different. Maybe this, maybe that. And then they go over and they go take their time and try to go figure that out. And once they figure something out, it's not what they expected. It's not what they expected. You hear women at the age of 30, 35 talking about, I don't want to deal with men, I don't want to deal with black men because, I done had, I done got my heart broken too many times. Sis, it's because of who you picked. And these same black women will sit over here and jump on the internet and say black men ain't shit. Well, black men don't want to protect black women. Well, black men don't do this, black men don't do that. It's the men that you pick once again. But like I said, you can't tell a lot of sisters this, man, because if you do, you're going to be seen, you're going to be deemed as someone that's gay. You're going to be deemed as someone, man, that, hate their own race of women. You're just a black man that don't protect their own woman. Yet it's their fault. They're in the position that they're in. My girlfriend, she has a cousin. I think she just went to high school, I believe, or whatever. 2 years ago, I remember seeing her. She looked just like a damn kid. Fast forward 2 years later, she's looking like a woman, right? So, my girlfriend's over here saying, man, shoot, she's boy crazy. So I said, okay, shoot, that's good because, given the climate that we're in, shoot, everybody's coming out the closet from what it's looking like. From what it's looking like, everybody and their mama come out the closet. Surprisingly, hey, she's boy crazy. But, of course, there's going to be cons that comes with that, right? And when you get older, you'll see it. For a lot of young people, as you get older, you will see it. My girlfriend's sitting over here saying, she's boy crazy. So I'm like, okay, well, shoot, she must got a lot of dudes hollering at her, man. Shoot, she should be able to, man, pick one. This girl tells me, well, she got her heart broken so many times that she's dealing with two guys. Not one, but two guys. Yo, sis is already going down a bad path. And this is where it starts. Sit over here and deal with all these damn men. So by the time they get 18, by the time they get 18, 19, 20, they're already going to have a lot of baggage. They're already going to have a lot of trauma, a lot of issues. And of course, these are young people. So at some point they gotta have to grow. They're going to have to grow out of that stage. At some point they're going to have to grow out of that stage. And at some point she will understand men a little bit more to where she'll be able to make better decisions. But what I am saying is, though, this is where it starts, and this is how she's messing up. She's messing up in the sense that she can be messing up what she might have going on in the future. Potential boyfriends, potential good men that she could date, that she could marry. Because people find out, man, like, yo, shit, sis is out here, bro, messing with all the dudes in the school, You're putting a blemish on your name, right? But it's understandable. She's young, so generally a lot of your young men, a lot of your young women will say shit like that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna deal with so many people because I'm gonna deal with this person and deal with that person because this person won't act right. Fine, right? It's kids. But when you're talking about 25 years of age, 30 years of age, women saying this exact same shit, it becomes an issue. It becomes a problem. Now it's like, You're 25 years of age. You're 30 years of age. Still dating men that aren't beneficial for you. Then when shit goes left, then you want to sit over here and point fingers instead of sitting up here looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? I effed up. I picked the wrong guy. I saw the signs, but you know, hey, I've been seeing the signs since I was 16 years of age. But guess what? I'm a black queen. I do what I want. I'm gonna get what I want, and hopefully I can pick up a Pookie and Ray Ray, and I get a high value man out of them. Once again, these are women that are 25 and that are 30 years of age still saying this shit till this very day. Women that are 25, 30 years of age saying the same shit that my girlfriend's little cousin is saying. That is an issue. These are grown women that still don't even have it figured out yet, which is a problem, which is sad. And I'm not sitting over here saying you have to have your life figured out with a partner. I'm not sitting over here saying you have to have that shit figured out off rip. But by the time you hit 25, 30, and you're still going through the same shit, your excuse as to why you don't want to settle down or as to why you don't want to date black men is because you have got your heart broken numerous of times, or because the men that you dealt with, that is a you problem, and that is a problem that you need to figure out yourself and stop pointing fingers at everybody else. But let's go ahead and jump into this.
Because if you sit up here and say, hey, as a man, I'm successful in my business, or I know how to handle business, I know how to lead, then a woman will follow you. But when you don't know how to do none of that shit, you talking about something, yeah, see, other men said you should follow me.
About those men.
Well,
I don't care what a man tells you. I don't
That's
care
about
what he tells you.
Ladies.
You can tell
Ladies.
early on if a man is not leading his own life properly.
Exactly.
He don't make
Credit score.
He don't make good decisions. He got a 500 credit score.
Absolutely.
He live with his mom. He go buy weed and Jordans instead of paying
Absolutely.
his bills
Y'all love
or getting
dudes that
a
make
working car.
As the moment that you find out that this man cannot lead you, you have to look back in the mirror and say, why am I allowing somebody that is incompetent to lead me, right? So that's where we don't take accountability, and we need to. But by the time I figure out that you don't know how to lead yourself, I'm already in this rabbit hole of, well, I guess these are just the ups and downs of relationships.
And once again, right? I see where she's coming from, but it still falls on you. At the end of the day, it still falls on you. That's what women won't understand and won't accept. You know, she's saying, man, you know, I think that's where we need to take accountability. But if I'm already in the relationship, if you're taking accountability, you know that you shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. If you're taking accountability, like she's saying, you know, hey, we should take accountability. That's why I think we don't take accountability. Then if you know that, then you know you should not have been in that position to begin with. It ain't no, well, now I'm in a relationship, now I've been in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 months, and I'm in this rabbit hole. That's because you dug yourself in that rabbit hole. That falls on you. Once again, it falls on you. Once again, it falls on you. It doesn't. She's trying to point fingers at another man for simply not understanding that it's you that picked the man. Same thing for a lot of these black single mothers, man. It's you that picked these damn deadbeat that picked these deadbeat Negroes. These guys, man, that can't accomplish nothing in life. And yet you're picking them, and yet you're sitting over here saying, like she said, you got men that want women to follow them that aren't doing nothing in their life, that aren't doing this, that aren't doing that. You saw that before jumping into the relationship. But yet you still decided to go out your way and say, you know what? Maybe he can change. And that's what happens when you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And a lot of black women give a lot of Pookies and Ray Rays the benefit of the doubt, which end up making them single mothers and all of this stuff. And it's like, yo, you don't, come on, man. All these single mothers talking about, well, man, my baby daddy ain't shit, and man, shit, niggas don't be doing nothing for their kids and da. It's like so many black women love to talk about and pick the men that are trash. Why don't you ever talk about or pick the men that are good? Black women don't like to talk about the good men because if you start talking about the good men, if they have the sense to say, you know what, okay, how about we stop dealing with these Pookies and Ray Rays? We just start dealing with the damn average good black men that we have over here. Then what do they really have to talk shit about? So a change is being made. We're having more men jumping into jobs. We're having more black men jumping into jobs. We're having more black men taking care of their kids than ever. But yet we are having black women that would disregard all of that and still date a Pookie and Ray Ray, get their heart broken by Pookie and Ray Ray, come back over here to one of these good guys, and then sit over here and say, well, all black men ain't shit. They either sit over here, get their heart broken, and then say all black men ain't shit, or get their heart broken and then and become a single mother and jump over here and try to get a Russell Wilson. It's ridiculous and it's sad because once again, sisters don't have to go through the situation. But as long as black women continue to pick Pookies and Ray Rays, you will continue to get the outcome that you are getting. It's just sad that we have so many sisters talk down on black men, always bring up the bad black men, yet still have a kid with the bad black man, and then call him a deadbeat, and then try to say all black men ain't shit. It's just crazy to me, man. But you know, man, hey, look, like I said, I like these discussions, man. So you know, we're gonna constantly be doing these, people. We're gonna constantly be doing tonight's conversation because these discussions need to be talked about. Y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.